Hey bro, 2 years ago I started training at home, doing push-ups, squats, abs exercises, and so for a while I didn't have any progress. I had like absolutely zero progress. Nothing changed. I was able to do like 20 push-ups, well, for example, and I was training for like half a year and I was still able to do only 20 push-ups and I just wasn't going anywhere. So only recently, then I stopped training for some time, and recently I got into training again. And this time I'm actually making progress. I actually can do more push-ups than I was able to do before I started. So I will tell you in this video how I was able to get progress, because this is the question that I was thinking about a lot when I trained back then. And I was thinking why I'm training, why I'm not seeing any progress. So there may be multiple reasons why. And I actually will cover all these reasons because I did everything wrong. Everything that you can do wrong, I did wrong, bro. And so I know, I know how to change that. So let's start with the first reason. You actually don't train hard enough, or often enough, or both. I did both. I trained only 3 times a week, which is not enough if you just started. And I trained, let's say I'm doing push-ups. I did like 3 sets of 12, which was completely not enough for me. Why I did that? Because I saw it on YouTube. People did 12 reps and 3 sets. And I thought, well, maybe I should do that. But this is actually bullshit. You don't need to do that. Especially if you just started. Especially if you don't have any equipment. Because, well, all people are different. And for one person, it may be too much. And for another person, it may be not enough. For me, it was not enough. The way you can be sure it is enough for you is do as many sets as you want, as you can do. But do as many reps as you can in one set. So don't stop until you can do this. Stop only when you cannot make a push-up or squat. So for me, I can do I can do a lot of push-ups, 30 or something like this. And I will not stop until I cannot do one more. If I can do one more, I do one more. If I can do another one, I do another one. But when I cannot do one, then I stop. That is the right way to train if you train without weight, without any additional equipment. And if you just started, especially if you just started, you need to do this because it will give you the most benefit. It will maximize your gain. And again, just do. You can even do one set. You can do good with 1 set per day, like that. If you do it like that, if you do it until you cannot do it anymore, 1 set per day will be enough. But you can do more if you want to. You can do two sets or even 3 sets. But really make sure you put all the effort into it. Also, train every single day. Don't listen to all this bullshit. Oh, well, you need to rest. You need to let your muscles grow when they rest. Yeah, well, you don't train when you sleep. That's when your muscles will grow. You see, all this advice is for people who already trained a lot, who already have giant muscles. Yes, if they have a giant muscle, let's say giant biceps, and they train it like that, like I said before, or they can even take another training program, because if they already have a big muscles, they can have a different program. If you're a beginner, don't listen to all this advice for professional bodybuilders with 10 years of experience. You're not like that. You're not at their level yet. You do not need so much rest. Just train every single day. Your small muscles will heal and while you sleep. So don't listen to that. I train every single day. At least I try to train every single day. You don't have to train when you're sick or when you have diarrhea or something. Just do your minimum. Let's say your minimum is 1 push-up. Just do 1 push-up every single day. Obviously, there will be days when you'll do more. But there will be days when you don't want to do anything. And you'll still do 1 push-up. Because 1 push-up is easy. Everybody can do 1 push-up. So, that's how you train. Now, there may be other things why you don't see any progress. Another thing why is that just not enough time passed. Let's say you trained for 1 month. Will you see any progress in 1 month? If you had a good diet, which we'll talk about next, and you train good, then you should see some progress in 1 month. If you have a good genetics. If you don't have a good genetics, then you may not see any progress in a month. Just continue training. I know it is annoying. I know it is. But what did you expect? Training is hard. It's not easy. If it would be easy, if everybody can build muscle in 1 month or a couple weeks, everybody would do that. We would have a country or people with giant muscles, bodybuilder country. But we don't. Because it's actually hard. It takes time to grow muscles. It takes time to have some progress. So just give it time. Continue training. It will have benefits even if you don't see any visible progress. Even if you don't build muscle. Even if you don't increase the amount of reps you can do. It will still have benefits for your health. So another thing I want to talk about is diet. Diet is important, okay? But diet is not as important as the first thing we talked about, which is just training as hard as you can. Most people already eat enough protein and enough other stuff. I'm actually not sure about that in America, because people in America have a pretty shit diet. But I can guess that most people actually eat enough things to build some muscle. Maybe your diet is not ideal, but your diet is good enough, most likely. One general advice I can give you is eat more vegetables, not green vegetables, but vegetables like carrot, potato, tomato, cucumbers, all this stuff. And eat some fruit, not a lot of fruits, but some fruit, and eat a lot of meat. That's the diet. That's just everything you need to know about how to eat for building muscle. A lot of meat, a lot of vegetables, some fruits. Stop eating sugar. Sugar will make you fat. Sugar turns into fat immediately in your body. Not sugar, but fructose. The only way fructose can be processed in your body is by turning into fat. So don't eat fructose if you want to actually see your muscle. That's actually everything you need to know about diet. Just don't overcomplicate it. Don't eat a lot of sugar. At least remove high fructose corn syrup from your diet. And yeah, that's everything you need to know about diet. Some people have vitamin deficiencies, but vitamin deficiencies generally will not stop you from building muscle. It affects other stuff, other health. It may give you other health problems, but it will not, most likely it will not affect how you build muscle. So train as hard as you can, give it time, eat, have a good diet, and you will build muscle. I mean, it sounds pretty obvious, huh? But I did everything wrong. I did not have I actually had a pretty decent diet, but I ate a lot of sugar, and still I eat a lot of sugar right now, and I'm trying to change that actually. I did not train as hard as I can. I did not. What else I didn't do? I trained only 3 times a week. Again, I trained only 3 times a week and not as hard as I can. Obviously, I never seen any progress. And I expected results very, very soon. So, like, I made all the mistakes in this video. Don't make all my mistakes. Another thing I can tell you about rest, actually, is that you need to sleep a lot. You need to sleep 9 hours. Not sleep 9 hours, but spend 9 hours, at least 9 hours in bed. Because time you spend in bed is not the time you actually sleep. There is a thing called sleep efficiency, which means that a person who sleeps, he sleeps not all the time. He thinks he sleeps. This is actually a weird thing because you expect, like, if you go to sleep and you never wake up in the night, you expect to be sleeping, right? But actually, there are times when you sleep and there are times when you don't sleep, but still unconscious. That might sound very weird, but this is how it works. And obviously, you need time to actually fall asleep. So spend at least nine hours in bed. I understand it's hard if you go to school or to work or doing something else, or in general have a pretty bad sleep pattern as I do. But try to aim at 9 hours in bed. And it will actually give you about 8 hours of sleep. The 8 hours that everybody needs, which is also underestimation because people usually need, especially kids, need much more sleep than they actually getting. So try to sleep more. This will actually give you more rest. This is the rest you actually need. Not the rest like skipping days. Skipping days is bullshit. So again, if you will get a good sleep, if you will have a good diet, if you will exercise as hard as you can, you will inevitably get muscles. So just trust me on that. I've already seen results. I train like that, I see results. There's no reason for me to lie to you. So I hope this video was helpful. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.